Bam. Welcome back, people. I'm Prettyboy Brenz. Thank you for stopping by the man cave. Let's get into some hot takes. Pardison Fontaine. He has put out a song that's just is exposing, is that what I should say? Exposing, yeah, man. It's saying some things about Meg Thee Stallion. It sheds a different light, or maybe some would say it shed the light on her that a lot of people thought anyway. Um, Obviously, Meg is coming off this whole thing with Tory. That's another story in itself, and you know she put out this song called Cobra, um, which is pretty good, by the way. When I say pretty good, let me redact that. She put out this song Cobra, which is mad people are praising it. From an artistic point of view, she talked about a few things. We can break down some of the lyrics in a bit. Um, I think visually, the video for the song is pretty good. I like the concept, but I'm gonna be a little bit biased. My personal, my opinion is this hot girl rap. I'm not a big fan, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. I see what it does what it do, but I have an issue with this current state of society where women are vying for this weird space. I say weird space because they want to be, this the whole equality and the feminism and the blah 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 about not objectifying women, and then they over sexualize themselves. It's the over sexualization that just seems to be prominent in everything. This song is you know how Drake those does those timestamp songs. It's like very introspective. That's what I take this song to be, and it's like, okay, it's still, the video is still very. I don't even know if to say if it's very over sexualized, but it's still. I mean, like let's look at it a little bit, right?
As its skin, we must shed our past over and over again.
Like the visuals are pretty cool. I wonder if I could full screen this. I could probably just full screen, right? Now look at this, real quick. And that's one of the most replayed parts. I wonder why. Like, was this like, come on, just like blatant sexualization of this girl. Now, hold on, real quick. I ain't trying to like, I ain't trying to be overcritical. And to be fair, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Everybody got their own preference or whatever. But I just don't think she's all that. Just looking at her face, I don't think she's like. I really don't think Meg is all. I don't think she's ugly enough, and I want no hate coming towards me. But we all have the right for our preference, right? Some people looking at me right now, but like, look at this ugly ass motherfucker. Who he think he is, right? And they got other people thinking like, oh my god, Bernie's so handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that, and I'm sure a lot of people is fawning over her. But I like to think my perspective is realer than yours. The realest. She not ugly, but come on, man. The hype, it's not. It's down to her sexuality, her body. She do got a good body. Let me just anyway. Let's get to some of these lyrics though. She start rapping. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nobody close try to stop me. Long as everybody getting paid, right? Everything will be okay, right? I'm winning, so nobody tripping. Bet if I ever fall off, everybody go miss. At night, I'm sitting in the dark room thinking. Probably why I always end up drinking.
She talks about drinking and whatnot. I don't want to play this whole thing because I don't even know how the copyright strikes and all of that work. Yo, I want to just keep it moving, like, to some of the different parts, right? I think this was a good concept right here, where she's taking off That's really cool, right? This whole scene, I think the messaging is really good. Another thing, like that little ad lib, she goes that with the tongue out. I felt mad stupid just doing that It's just it's the hot girl persona, right? Mixed in with this, which is supposed to be like a very introspective, kind of deep song. I don't know, for some reason it don't mesh to me, but kudos. And one thing I wanted to say, she can't rap though. I always gave that to Meg, that as far as technically being able to rap, I say she can. She got a good flow, the pacing and everything. I don't know if she write her own bars, but if she do, cool. In fact, that's what we probably should do. Just like break down some of the lyrics. So let me just kind of like skip through.
I'm about to stress him, yeah. Pigtails round his neck, but this ain't domestic, ayy. Think it's going down, now he stand corrected, ayy. This pussy depressed, I'm about to stress him.
That's funny.
I ignore it. He say
This
I'm
pussy
crazy.
is depressed.
Don't I know?
So visually, I mean, it's a good video. Come on, that's like clearly, come on, son. Y'all know, come on. Should we get to some of these lyrics though? Let's get to some of these lyrics. Where we got our lyrics at? Shout out to genius.com, the go-to for les lyrics. So what's this? Breaking down, I had the whole world watching. But the worst part is really who watched me. Every night I cried, I almost died, and nobody close tried to stop it. So she clearly saying she had issues. All these people who's supposed to be her friends or whatever, they around her. What they doing, they ain't doing nothing about it. I think, and let's how old is Meg? Actually, let's find out how old Meg is real quick. How old is Meg? Meg is 28. Meg is 28. So I mean, she's still a young girl or everything. She only just turned 28. So she been in when did she come out? She been popping for like a few years, right? So maybe she blew when she was like 25, 24. I don't know. You're still mad young in the game, and now you're exposed to all of this. I could imagine. Obviously, I'm not popping like that, so I don't know. So she's dealing with the dark side of the business, and it's not even just the business; it's the dark side of being popular, right? You know, when you're on, you get all these fake friends, and you know all these people smiling in your face and talking shit behind your back. They just see you as a meal ticket and all of that. I'd imagine, anyway. And I think she emphasizes it here anyway, or reiterates it. I'm winning, nobody tripping, as long as everybody getting paid. She touches on drinking, about her being depressed and wanting to unalive herself, as they be saying. I think this chorus is telling this pussy depressed. She about to stress him. Maybe it speaks to her being. She knows that she has issues. Basically, she knows she got issues, and she about to stress dude out. One of the things that one of the main things there. 'Cause I'm not gonna go through all of this, right? Is this? This one is what sparked up the controversy, right? Pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his dick sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. Woof. So everyone took that as a shot to Pardison Fontaine. It's something about that name, bro. I was wondering, is that dude's real name? Pardison Fontaine. Fontainia. Sorry, I got a cold, yo. It's that season. So everyone attributed this line to him because I think at this point in time, or whatever. Anyway, they were dating. They were publicly a actual couple. So, you know, this insinuates that he was cheating on her, basically, getting his dick sucked, you know, in their bed, right? Which then sparked off Pardison's response. A surprise response, I would say. I don't really know much about Pardison Fontaine, only his association with Meg. I started realizing, like, you know, learning more about him. You know, he's actually a writer. And pretty dope one, considering what he just. Anyway, let me stop rambling. Let me just get to his video, right? But anyway, so you know, let's blah 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 blah. The outro. I ain't going in no emotion. This is a hurt person, right? And there's no resolution here. They're just. This is a song saying, you know, I've been through some shit. Still going through some shit. Like I'm getting over the hurdle, but you know, shit's happening. Um, so, but this was the big thing over here. Where is it? This bit, the cheating bit. So Pardison responded. Let's look at his. So I think I noticed like his video. He used the This is like the old Snakes game, which is a good reference to her video being Cobra. So he used this old. I think this is on the Nokia. You can play this. I forget what you call it. Is it actually called Snakes? But anyway, let's listen to some of his stuff real quick. And once again, I'm just gonna try to skim through it because I don't know about this copyright shit.
After watching people
Oh, we got the words.
drag your name and talk about you in unfavorable
I'm not even gonna bother
ways
full screening this because
in order to get attention or
it's
clicks.
just this shit. So
I never thought you would do something like that to me.
yeah, move on.
No longer keeping up. Hope you get the help you need. That you sharing. I just wish you tell the whole truth. When you was going through shit, how I hold you. It's gonna be okay is what I told you.
Maybe I should
was the realest nigga you was close to. And that's for real.
Since there's
The
nothing
people
like
that know
visually
you don't
appealing
love you.
about this, maybe we
It's
should just go
eternal.
straight to
when
the
love goes bad, can't believe it. Archive pics so you can't delete it. Damn, see me with Jada Kingdom and then you went Jada Pinkett. Saw you pop out, wish you the best. You see me pop out, start gripping your chest. Damn, thought you was on an island healing. I guess the new album need a villain.
I want to just let it rock a little bit so we could just hear the beat or whatever in his flow or whatnot, so we can talk about that later if you haven't heard it already. Let's just jump to the lyrics, right? The intro. I mean, we don't got to go through all of this, right? Y'all could just go to genius.com yourselves and find the lyrics. There's a lot of notables in here, though. This whole thing is written well. As someone who writes themselves, I mean, I got bars. Y'all will find out later. I appreciate the art of writing, and he's put this together pretty well. I like this bit right here. The people that know you don't love you. The people that love you don't know you. That's a... Oh, accusations. She got lipo. Started posting gym pics. Golly. There's some other stuff that he had said in here. Where'd he say it? A whole lot happens. No truth. He's insinuating that she's not really telling things as they really are. He really tried to hold her down. She got emotional issues. Yeah. He popped out with Jada Kingdom. She's fine, by the way. I know who Jada Kingdom is. Let's look at her real quick. Let's look her up real quick. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but she ticky. She got a little thickness. Anyway, I'm coughing in the microphone. I'm gonna have to cut some of that shit out. So, he's insinuating that she got a little bit crazy. See me with Jada Kingdom and you went Jada Pinkett. Woo! Saw you pop out, wish you the best. You see me pop out, start gripping your chest. La 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 la. It's another daughter's birthday. Same nigga that you did all the tags for the beats. You let that nigga tag, let him beat. Yikes! So he's alleging that she let the producer smash. You let me give him that when we meet. All right. From a male point of view, from a man's point of view, did shit like this? Let me talk for the guys out there. Y'all know what it's like. The chick that you, not just some chick that you smashing, the chick that you consider your woman, right? There's some whole other shit that comes with that, whole different dynamic. None of us want to be around the dude that was smashing our chick before. We don't want to know that some of us don't even like being in the same room with the dude that used to dick our chick down. Like, we know homeboy was bending her over and doing all kinds of shit. Was all like we don't want to know another man had our chick like that. That hurts us. You women don't understand that shit for some reason. For some reason, but all men know about that. Let me just say the general consensus of men, because there's a lot of weirdos out there that like seeing that shit. I shouldn't call them weirdos. I'm not king shaming. I think most men don't want to see that. Don't want to know that someone can be like, yeah, I had your chick like this, you know. Um, but giving them dap is one thing to even be around them, but to be buddy buddy with them as well. Some shit like that happened to me before. Even listen, I've been through the whole gamut, the whole gauntlet. So I could tell y'all stories, and I can relate to a lot of this shit. So, but letting the producer hit, and then I'm your man, and I'm dapping up dudes that smashed you. It's like, yo, no, basically no guy wants to treat a woman like a queen when other men treated her like a jump off. You feel me? Or just treated her like a piece of ass. If they was treating you like a piece of ass, I feel some type of way treating you like a queen. If you let them do that to you, I feel like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even just a man thing. That's like, imagine like you buying a piece of jewelry and someone just pawned that off like it was nothing to them, and then someone tried to resell it to you for a lot more money than they paid for it. And when you find out, it's like, hold up, you only got that shit for $2 and you sold it to me for 75, nigga. Like, that's gonna make you feel some type of way. And maybe that wasn't the best analogy, but those who don't know, it's the concept is in there somewhere, right? There's something else in here. This one had me beefing. That kind of follows on to the same thing. Had me beefing with niggas you know you was fucking. God damn. Imagine I'm holding you down and I'm beefing with dudes. Meanwhile, they sitting back laughing their ass off because this guy. Bro, we was clapping her cheeks, buddy, and you over here like some Captain Save-A-Ho. No guy wants to be a Captain Save-A-Ho, bro. I'm telling you. Anyway, I don't want to waffle on too much. Let me just say this. I do not know any of these people personally, of course. But one thing I noticed, and he also said it in here somewhere. He said one of the bars is she taking shots. He watched her take shot after shot, but never saw her. There it is. I see you take shot after shot, but never seen you swallow a drop of accountability. And that is one thing I've noticed through this whole Meg Thee Stallion scenario, is that even from way back in the Tory situation, I just seen her on a victim train. And that's not to say that she's not a victim, but two things could be the same. Because I've dated women, like what she appears to be anyway. I've encountered women that are victims, but of problems they predominantly contributed to. There be a lot of these women who are victims, but they were heavy contributors to the very problems that they're being victimized by. So when we look at, her, there is a, apparently the rumors are around that she's out here just letting everybody tag. I mean, she went up on Gail's show and lied like a motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Tears in her eyes, lying about her personal life only for it to be true. That says something to me. A lot of people are saying it wasn't everybody's business to know. I was about to look it up. We don't need to look that up. A lot of people saying it's not people's business to know her personal life as it relates to. That don't got nothing to do with the Tory case. But for me, I looked at that as a sign of someone's character. You know what I'm saying? She's over here playing the victim role, but she's still not even being real. She's still orchestrating that because she's lying a little bit. She's keeping some things out to keep a certain image of, hey, I'm the victim. Cry for me. this song, sorry, this one, her song, which is not done badly, by the way. Um, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, and all I see in here is woe is me. Shit happened to me. Oh, you know, she's just continuing on the victim train. And I notice women, that is a big thing in this day and age that women latch onto a lot. To the point a woman could just say, "Look, if I guarantee you guys, if I ever start popping, I could say it now. And I'm gonna say it in a bunch of other videos as well. Not that I want to speak that into fruition, but I guarantee I start popping. Some woman from my past is gonna pop up and be like, "He did this to me," and immediately people will just believe her, because that's where we are right now. Women are play that victim role so well, and the society will just jump behind a woman that just no no proof or evidence necessary. Just I knew Brenda was that sort of a. That's all it takes. So anyway, not to say that women be lying about everything. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying women and anyone, if they just keep saying how much of a victim they are and you never hear them take accountability, I think that's a red flag. That's an alarm bell to me about that person and their character, their self-awareness, and just narcissism to some degree. Now, I'm saying all of this, and I have to remind myself, she's young. You know, she's still going through life, learning things about herself. So I'm affording her that grace. But come on, man, she put out hot girl music. I know these are just rumors, but the baby, Tori, we all know she and Tori was smashing. The baby, I guess that's alleged. I don't know if she, but apparently she just been around the industry. Now, from a man's perspective, you ran through, but I'm pretty sure from her perspective and from the hot girl perspective, they equate themselves to the same as when men do it. She looking at it, she got those bodies, and that's hard for us men to look at because it's like, but the dynamics here is you opened your legs, lady. I'm going inside you. You ain't. Some people may think that's archaic ways of thinking. Cool. I'm gonna just say right now, if you're a woman who thinks that you equate men sleeping with women to the same as women getting smashed, like opening their legs, we put them on the same leveling, and then you ain't for me. And I implore, encourage men to not mingle with women who think on that shit. Well, you can mingle with them, but don't take any woman seriously who thinks there's no difference between a man having sex and a woman having sex. If she puts them on the same level, it's only gonna be problems for you, brother. Anyway, so she's on that. I mean, listen to the music, hot girl shit. I'm out here getting all this dick. I'm empowered because I'm just pleasure empowered. That's what they call it now, pussy rap, really, right? So I kind of believe that's what's going on, and in her mind, that's just it is what it is. I'm hot girl shit. So she won't look at it as she being ran through. Now, from a man's perspective, it's like, damn, I got this chick that's ran through. The producer smashed, the baby smashed, Tori smashed, and she was acting like none of this shit was going on. That makes you feel some type of way, especially when you have to dap them up or you beefing with dudes. Like, so I understand what Pardison is going through, and the more important thing here is I've never heard Meg take any accountability. If she has, I missed it. My bad, but generally doesn't seem that way, and she's back to twerking and showing off her body and da 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 da. So, Pardison, bro, I believe you, man. Don't get me wrong, I believe Meg too. I believe she's a victim, and I believe what she said in that Cobra song. But I think the other side of that is she's just focusing on what's happened to her. She never highlights what she herself has done to contribute. She's moved in a particular way That was listen to some of the testimony from the Tory trial about how she just be drunk and acting up and whatever, whatever. So she's not taking accountability for her own actions, and I think Party helped shine a light on that with his thing, which is really well written. Which is really well written. The fuck. Um, it's really well written. I have to give him that. But anyway, you know what? That's my take on that shit. I believe Party for the most part. I believe both of them, but I think Party really he really give us more of a picture of Meg, and I hope Meg starts healing, and I hope she starts taking accountability. Accountability. But we all know that shit ain't gonna happen because that's like kryptonite to modern women. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.